Dear cadets, so today I am going to teach you chapter number 10. What is the name of this chapter? Respiration in organism. So as far as the introduction of things which are included in this chapter is concerned, yesterday only I have introduced almost all topics. So now I am beginning with introduction. Just try to understand what is the name of this chapter? Respiration. So just see, the respiration of organism, especially human being, begins with taking in air and giving out air. Means breathe in, breathe out. Okay, this is breathe in. This is breathe out. Means taking in air, that is breathe in. Giving out air, that is breathe out. Okay, so try to understand. In respiration process, don't think that only nostrils is involved. There are so many body organs which are involved here. Diaphragm is involved, ribs are involved, lungs is involved, trachea is involved. So many things are there, so many body organs are there which are involved in this process. Okay, so respiration is one of the most important function of our body, and the system which is responsible for respiration, that is known as respiratory system. So the first point is here, respiration occurs in human being with the help of respiratory system. Okay, respiratory system. Now in respiratory system, how many organs are involved? Respiratory system. In respiratory system, basically what is there? Nostrils, means nose, nostrils. Then what is there? Trachea, then lungs, then ribs, then diaphragm of thoracic cavity, diaphragm of chest cavity, diaphragm. Okay, these are the means body parts which are involved in the respiratory system. Okay, so now introductory part is over. The basic question is now, what is respiration? Okay, so respiration, this can also be termed as cellular respiration. What is that one? Cellular respiration. So why it is known as cellular respiration? Because it occurs in cells of animals. So next one is respiration or cellular respiration. So what is the definition of cellular respiration or respiration? So first point is, it is called, respiration is called cellular respiration, cellular respiration, because it occurs in the cells. Okay, cells, you know, there are different organelles of the cell. Mitochondria, then what is there? Golgi body, lysosomes. There are so many organelles inside the cells, and cell is basically divided into two parts. One is, just see, suppose this is cell. Okay, so here what is there? This is nucleus. What is this one? Nucleus. and inside which liquid is formed? This side liquid is present is known as nucleoplasm, and outside whatever liquid is there, that is known as cytoplasm. What is this one? Cytoplasm. Nucleoplasm and cytoplasm, they are known as protoplasm. So just see, and whatever, like here suppose mitochondria is there, Golgi body is there, so all are present in the cytoplasm only. Mitochondria, Golgi body, lysosomes, and what is this one? This is cell membrane. What is this one? Cell membrane. And inside the nucleus, how many things are there? Inside the nucleus, what is there? Chromosomes are there. What are there? Chromosomes. In that chromosomes only DNA, RNA is found. Ribosome is found in this one, cytoplasm. So this is the typical structure of one cell. And you know that as far as respiration is concerned, this mitochondria is very important. This is mitochondria. This mitochondria is very important for the respiration. So this is the typical structure. I have made here those organelles of the cells which is required for the respiration. So there are so many organelles, cell organelles, but I have not made them because I required only this one, mitochondria. And I hope that you have got the meaning of protoplasm, cytoplasm and nucleoplasm. The liquid which is present inside, the thick viscous liquid which is present inside the nucleus, that is known as nucleoplasm. And the thick viscous liquid which is present outside the nuclear, this is the nuclear membrane. What is this one? Nuclear membrane. So liquid which is present outside the nuclear membrane but inside the cell membrane, that is known as cytoplasm. Cytoplasm plus nucleoplasm equal to protoplasm. Okay, so I hope that you have got. So our basic question is, why respiration is known as cellular respiration? Because it occurs inside the cell, that is why it is known as cellular respiration. But basic question is, what is the respiration? So it is the, you can write here, it is the, means respiration is the process of breaking down of complex food material into simpler food material in presence of oxygen, with the release of energy, that is known as respiration. So what is the respiration? Respiration is the process of breaking down of complex food material into simpler food material in presence of oxygen with the release of energy, that is known as respiration. Okay, and since this respiration takes place in cell, inside the cell, that is why it is known as cellular respiration. Now try to understand here, what is the need of respiration? So here next heading you can write need of respiration. What is the next one? Need of respiration. Why do we respire? Here you can write why do we respire, or need of respiration. need of respiration. So try to understand here. Just see, we are performing so many activities daily, correct or not? Our growth should be there or not? We should walk or not? Okay, we should talk or not? We should see or not? So there are so many things. We require actually energy to perform our daily activity. And from where we will get that energy? We will get energy when food is broken into simpler parts. Then only energy will release. So the need of why do we need energy? Means why do we respire? Why do we respire? And what is the need of respiration? We can say here, the need of respiration is to get the energy. So what is the first one thing? To get energy. To get energy to perform our daily activity. Okay. And what is the another? Do you think that we only require energy? Our body organs also require energy. For this, we can only perform, we can only do our work when our body organs perform properly. So the first one is to get energy to perform our daily activity. Okay. Second one is to what is the next need of this one? To get energy for the different body system, like for digestive system, then what is there? Excretory system. Not only this one, for respiratory system also we require energy. Then reproductive system. So basically there is a need of respiration because of two reasons. To get energy to perform our daily activity. Second one is to get energy for the different body systems, like for digestive system, for excretory system, for reproductive system, etc. So these are the need of respiration. Because of that only we are doing the respiration. This is the need. Next one is how many types of respiration? Now respiration, just try to understand here. Types is very important. Just see. Multicellular. Do you understand the meaning of multicellular organism and unicellular organism? Multicellular organism are those organisms whose body is made up of many cells. Like human being, we are multicellular organism. What is the unicellular organism? Whose body is made up of single cells. All body function will be performed by single cell. That is why they are known as unicellular organism. Like yeast, we are the multicellular organism. That is why we are able to perform many activities. Okay. And do you know that human being is the super animal of this universe? No one is near to us. We can do everything. We can make supercomputer. We can ride bicycle to elephant. Correct or not? Because of multicellular organism, because of the multicellular function, we are able to control every activity of this universe. Okay. So the next one thing is types of respiration. So just see. Types of respiration. Before teaching you types of respiration, for the need of energy, I am going to show you one slide of extra marks. So as far as the need of respiration is concerned, you just check in this slide. Energy utilization in a cell, where for the repair we need energy, for the growth, for the movement, transport, nutrition, secretion, excretion, multiplication, for everything energy is required or not? And from where we will get the energy? When we will do the respiration. So these are the need of, these are the things because of which we require respiration. We need respiration. If respiration is not there, we are considered to be dead. So dear cadets, now I hope that you have got the need of respiration. The next one is types of respiration. So how many types of respiration is there? There are two types of respiration: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So just see, aerobic means air, okay? It means this term is related with the air. So aerobic respiration means, you know that in respiration what is there? Complex food is getting broken into simpler food, and with the evolution of energy, with the release of energy. So aerobic respiration we can write like that: breaking down of food in presence of oxygen, that is known as aerobic respiration. Other characteristics is written here. It takes place in the mitochondria, means cell organelle is there or not? It takes place in mitochondria. Next one is takes place in presence of oxygen. If oxygen is not there, then aerobic respiration will not be taken place. Occurs in multicellular organism like human being. It only happens in multicellular organism like human being, and more amount of energy is released. So this is the characteristics of aerobic respiration. So in aerobic respiration, how many things are occurring? Basically 5 things you should write. Breaking down of food in presence of oxygen. It takes place in mitochondria. More amount of energy is released. It occurs in multicellular organism. So these are the characteristics of aerobic respiration. And now as far as this one is concerned, one formula also you can write. Actually the food which we are taking, that is basically glucose, carbohydrate. So here you can write glucose is there. This is one type of carbohydrate. What is this one? Carbohydrate. Here you write in presence of oxygen. What is there? In presence of oxygen. And this oxygen, here you can write in mitochondria. Chondria. Here what is there? Carbon dioxide. Plus what is there? Water. Plus what is there? Energy in the form of ATP. ATP means energy is stored in these molecules. They are the molecules, adenosine triphosphate. In higher class you will study. So glucose, that is the complex food. What is this one? This carbohydrate is complex food or not? It is breaking into this one, carbon dioxide and water. They are simpler substance. So who is responsible for breaking them? Basically this oxygen is only responsible for breaking them into simpler components or food material. So this is all about the aerobic respiration. What about anaerobic respiration? Anaerobic respiration is just reverse to the, just opposite to aerobic respiration. Dear cadets, till aerobic respiration today I have finished. Tomorrow I will teach you anaerobic respiration. But today I have taught something, so I will check your knowledge. So learning outcome. So I will give you certain questions. So question number Question number first. What is respiration? What is respiration? Second question is, why is it called cellular respiration? Cellular respiration. Why is it called cellular respiration? Third one is, third question. This is question number 1, this is 2, this is question number 3. What is, why do we respire? Why do we respire? So just write down the answer of these 3 questions. Now questions related with the aerobic and anaerobic respiration I will give you in subsequent videos. And I hope that my sound is not producing echo now, because I have purchased the collar mic also. So I hope that you will enjoy now classes. Earlier there was problem in the listening. Basically you were relying on the written parts. Sound were not audible to you. But I hope that now your problem is sorted out. My problem is also sorted out. Thank you.